Aramco is joining hands with Groq to build one of the largest AI inference capabilities for the industrial age.
And in Aramco Digital, we believe what is called inferencing. Inferencing is running models like NeuroS will be absolutely needed and needed much more in demand. Groq is one of the leading companies today that's providing advanced AI chipset for infrastructure. This is really the game changer in Saudi Arabia.
We came here and announced with Aramco Digital that we were going to deploy an enormous amount of compute here in the kingdom. Can you compose a poem about Vision 2030 in the style of Robert Frost?
A vital society, the first to rise with education, health, and joyous skies. A nation strong that cares for all, where families flourish, one and all. The second pillar, an economy.
Amazing. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we could not be more thrilled about what the team have done in a very, very short window. From idea to inception, this was almost 50 days of work. A thought to really build and democratize the AI infrastructure, not only serve Saudi Arabia, but to truly enable a global hub was a big vision. Taking vision to an execution is always an art, but when you really have a supporting government sector that really act as business partners, a Vision 2030 that is driven by His Royal Highness mandate to diversify this economy, we have many things that were going for us. Today, what we thought we would show you, when we did the demo in Gain, the data center that we used to run AI was hosted in the West Coast. And we have prepared a few thoughts and ideas just to show you of what is the potential on what this platform can do. I truly believe we have unlocked quite a bit of opportunity. I want to really thank Ahmad. Without him and his support, this would have never happened. And maybe just a few words.
Sure. Thanks, Tareq. And you're a great, incredible year that went by. Last year, this team here promised that they were going to deliver the first cloud AI inferencing center in the region. And they delivered. And so I want to just give them a big round of applause for a great job well done. At Aramco, we believe in technology and AI and its potential. And we don't just believe in demonstrations. We believe in scaling AI. And because our business is all about scale. So that's why we need to partner. No one company can deliver the promise of AI. It has to be a partnership. It has to be many companies that put in place the technologies that we need. This is a massive effort and challenge that faces the world. And I think we've done a great job of bringing together that partnership here in LEAP. So we are partnering, of course, with Aramco Digital, through Aramco Digital with Groq to deliver the first center, and they are now serving users around the world, and I'm sure they're going to give us some great demonstrations. But we don't just work with one partner, we work with many partners. We believe that it's going to take a lot of partnerships and collaboration to make this happen. So we are, of course, developing our own in-house computing infrastructure for AI. We've been able to, as we said last year, to develop our own large language industrial model, the first large language dedicated industrial model serving our employees and our operations across the company. Today, it's 70 billion parameters. We're working on the next generation. We also are partnering and pushing AI to the edge. As we work with our facilities, we have hundreds of facilities around the world. Here in the kingdom alone, 120 major production facilities, and we want to see the use of AI pushed to those facilities. So developing that infrastructure is a great challenge, and we have many partners we're working on together to make it happen. So we really look forward to actually enabling that innovation ecosystem around our business to take it to the next level. And I think it's going to take the kingdom to the next level, inshallah. So great work, all of you.
Thank you. So with that said, Jonathan, I'll leave the floor to you just to go walk us through the demos.
All right, so let's show off what the new Dammam data center can do. So if we could bring up the screen here. All right, so what you're seeing here, so this is the DeepSeek model. Now, one of the problems with these reasoning models is they produce a lot of thought. And so it actually takes a while to perform the computation. So I'm going to ask it a riddle. If 3 people are in a room and one of them is eating breakfast and one of them is playing chess, what is the third person doing? And here it goes. And it's done. 1,300 tokens per second. So in about 1.4 seconds, and it said the third person, oh, it got it right. So playing chess. But notice this reasoning says, so given the information, giving people in a room, one is eating breakfast, another is playing chess, we need to find out what the third person is doing. And it did all of this in a moment. Now, let me show you one more thing. So this is a model running in Dammam. Let's show a model that was actually developed here in Saudi Arabia. So this is Allam. And let's see how fast we can run it. Can you tell me about Vision 2030, and in particular how artificial intelligence is related to this, and how this is important for the kingdom? And it is done. So incredibly quick. Thank you. Now let's ask it to summarize. So can you summarize that in just 2 sentences? And can you focus on why this is important for the kingdom? All right. Now I'm going to show you one other interesting thing here. Last year when I did the demo, almost everything was running on Groq LPUs except for the voice. Now we've partnered with the company Play AI, and we now have their voice running on our LPUs in Dammam, and we're releasing this in Dammam first before we release it anywhere else in the world. So I'm going to paste in this language here, and I'm going to ask it to generate some speech. Now, this first voice is going to be British, and it's going to generate maybe about 20 seconds of audio, and it did that very quickly. And let's listen to it.
Vision 2030 is crucial for Saudi Arabia because it aims to diversify the economy and reduce its reliance on oil. By investing in AI, the kingdom can create new opportunities and drive innovation, ultimately building a more knowledge-based economy that benefits its citizens. This strategic plan is essential for the kingdom's long-term growth and sustainable development.
Did you hear how realistic that was? And it generated almost instantly. So now let's also do one more voice. And I'm going to pick a deeper voice, and we're going to have it generate this again. And so, depending on what you're using or what you're doing, you can actually pick different voices.
Vision 2030 is crucial for Saudi Arabia because it aims to diversify the economy and reduce its reliance on oil. By investing in AI, the kingdom can create new...
Now, that's great, but that's all in English. And what we would like to do is the following. Can you translate that into Arabic? What if we had an Arabic voice that was just as good? And I'll let you be the judge. All right. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? All right.
تعتبر رؤية 2030 خطة استراتيجية للمملكة العربية السعودية لتنويع اقتصادها وتقليل اعتمادها على النفط. من خلال الاستثمار في الذكاء الاصطناعي يمكن للمملكة خلق فرص جديدة ودفع الابتكار، مما يؤدي في النهاية إلى بناء اقتصاد قائم على الماء.
All right.
Well, this is great, but I have a surprise for you. And it's not, so I thought we'd do one last thing, one last demo, and I really thought when you look at the power of generative AI, the power of fast inferencing, what could this do to an AI ecosystem that we want to create, we want to cultivate in the country? If we focus on the developers as well, can we do a demo to show the map of Saudi Arabia and the code to see how many people we could serve from here?
Oh, I know what you're at. Okay, so Tareq's taking me off script, so let's hope that this works. All right. So this is something that will generate an application live just by speaking to it. This has actually been open sourced. It was written by one of our developers over a weekend. Can you create a map of the Earth, and when I click on it, draw a circle with about a 3,000-mile radius and make sure that you get it correct for longitude or latitude. So now it's going to start generating the code in the background, and it's done. Oh, and make sure that when I click, you draw the circle. It had a little button there, but I think... why don't you draw the circle where I click? One of the great things about speed is that you can iterate. Uh-oh. Let me try this one more time. Live demos, right? Okay. I want you to draw a world map, and when I click, draw a circle with a 3,000-mile radius where I click. That's how you know it's live. So let's zoom in. So this is Dammam right here, and that's the region that we can serve from here. That's 3 to 4 billion people.
So maybe at the end, let me just share with you, just briefly, what is next for us. If you could just show the slides, please. So today, this is really not a simple achievement. We have deployed truly a very large inferencing cluster, a high quality, but I want to emphasize to all of you again, there is no premium charged because it's deployed in Saudi Arabia. We are actually driving the lowest cost on infrastructure that has been seen to date, thanks to the innovation and the partnership that we have done with Groq. But when we mapped really what is the accessibility of Saudi Arabia in which the tolerance of latency would allow us to serve models, this is the ambition that we have. 4 billion people to be able to use an AI infrastructure that will have data sovereignty, data protection, as well as the lowest cost. A country that has an abundance of land, amazing connectivity, extreme advantageous condition on power and energy. We think this is absolutely doable, and this is the mission that we're heading on for both the training and the inferencing as well. So with that being said, our next big step is scale up. We have learned a lot from this 19,000 deployment. We want to really serve this, and the investment that Groq and us will be doing is $1.5 billion in the country to really address the market and the demand that we see. By the way, interesting enough, day one of just really activating the cluster in Dammam, we did not really anticipate this. But we already today, without announcing this to anybody, we opened this to the world. And we are serving billions of tokens per second today running in Dammam without telling anybody that we have done this. So we're very proud. This could have not been happened. I want to really personally thank His Excellency Swaha, MCIT team, Ahmad Aramco team. It was a collaborative effort. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Welcome to the stage, Tara Brady, the president of Google Cloud Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Well, thank you very much. Really pleased to be here. And wow, what an event, what a day. It really feels great to be part of this. And thank you, Your Highness, Your Excellencies, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Google are committed to the region, committed to the kingdom. And with the bold vision of Your Highness and Your Excellencies, we believe this is a future. Google, in terms of investment, are going in hard. We're doubling down. We believe over the next 10 years, we're going to be contributing 70 billion to the economy. Secondly, we're going to be skilling. We're going to be skilling Saudi nationals, university students and professionals. Over the next 10 years, 1 million. We've already started 20,000 to date. And thirdly, we're going to be scaling up. Scaling up to make the kingdom the #1 AI provider for the world. This is fantastic. And we talked earlier on about walking the walk. I feel like we're running a race. Actually, I feel like we're on a rocket ship. And we're all part of it, and it's really exciting. We're going all the way. Google are here. We're a partner for the long term. We're committed, and I look forward to spending a lot more time here. Thank you very much.